Northeast Delta Human Service Authority and Ochsner LSU Health Monroe are partnering to give integrated care to women and their children. Kenya Ross reports.
The Northeast Delta Human Services Authority and Ochsner LSU Health Monroe signed an agreement Friday afternoon on the 5th floor of the hospital to provide integrated services to women and their children. They'll offer joint services at a new residential care facility.
This particular partnership extends to an upcoming treatment center called RISE. RISE stands for Reaching Independence Through Support and Education.
The executive director of the mental health agency said the facility will support women from all over the state, even though it's based in South Monroe.
It is an opportunity to not only deal with their addiction, but also their preventable pregnancies. And not only that, they'll also bring up to 2 dependents. Most ladies who are struggling with addiction and they are pregnant, they typically don't seek services because they don't want to lose the dependents that they currently have.
The CEO of Ochsner LSU Health says they're hoping the joint services will impact the outcome of both the mother and her children.
This topic is very dear and near to me in terms of infant mortality and maternal mortality. We'll learn more about that, but this is no doubt an opportunity that we can generally work together.
The facility is expected to open in South Monroe by February 2025. Reporting in Monroe, Kenya Ross, KNOE 8 News.